Hey everybody, Marcus Crawford here with the Idaho Quadcopter channel. Hey, there's been some updates with the DJI Fly app. They added some features, a bigger font for one thing, which is good for old guys like me, makes it easier to read the telemetry from the drone. So I have the DJI Mini 3 Pro with me today. Haven't flown this guy for a while, so I thought I'd bring it out. And I had updated all my controllers and the app on my iPhone, etc. But what I haven't done is update the DJI RC controller for the Mini 3 Pro. So I thought I'd just do it here live, and then we'll look at some of those features. I'm out at Julias Kleiner Park. We'll just do a little flyabout here. The ponds have a lot of ice on them, etc. It's just a good excuse to fly, and there was enough sun and no rain, so it was time to get out and fly. So let me tell you, let's start out by telling you, I'm looking at my iPhone right now. The iOS version of the app is 1.12.8, and what they're saying is, well, I'll put it up on the screen. I'm not going to read it all to you, but it adds the zoom that I was talking about for larger text, introduces the before you fly section, and we'll talk about that a little bit more in a second here. And then it adds searching information for products and tutorial videos, and optimizes in-app after-sales service. And boy, the wind just came up here and it's cold, let me tell you. Okay, let's fire up the controller here, and I'll start a screen recording, and you can look at the update as we go along. Okay, so I've got the controller fired up, and I've got it hot spotted to my phone, and I'm not seeing the update coming up immediately here. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on Profile. I'll show you how you can find the update here. And we're going to go down to Settings. And in Settings, you can see Check for Firmware Updates. I'm going to click on that. And it's checking version. And it says New Update is available. So we're going to update. So if you fire up your controller and it doesn't automatically update, this is where you're going to find that. So click Update here. And yeah, so there you can see on the screen, and it tells us the same thing that I just showed you on the Fly app. And this is saying version 1.03.12.0. And I don't know if that's just the Fly app or if that's the firmware, the whole firmware package for the controller itself. But at any rate, so we'll let it update here. I won't bug you until it's all updated, and we'll see how long it takes. Okay, so I need to start the screen recording again because it restarted here. That took about 10 minutes from start to finish. Now that's on the DJI RC. The RC2 or the RC Pro, I'm sure, are a lot faster. In fact, I did my RC2 and my RC Pro, and they seemed like it. I don't recall it taking this long. But it's given us, once it gets fired back up here, it's showing us before you fly, check out where to fly and learn about drone rules. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. This is not to be confused with the FAA's Before You Fly app. This is DJI's own database that they're showing us here. But we'll take a look at that a little bit. Let's click Next. And up in the Academy it says, and that's always been there, but it's telling us about tutorials about how to use the aircraft. I mean, clearly they're trying to make it more user-friendly. Click Next again, and the connection guide telling you how to connect to your drone and how to fly. Yeah, we'll take a look at all this stuff as we go along here. And then we can see the quick transfer service and before you fly, and it says it's locating. So I'm going to go ahead and fire up the drone and get it on the landing pad. And interestingly enough, we're getting connected here, And it gives us default right off the bat, a standard or larger text. I'm going to click on larger text, and we'll see what that looks like. And clicking OK. And there you see larger text. I like that. And it's also giving us instructions here on the 3 dots up in the top to get into the menu, the settings menu. However, yeah, I like that real well. I'm going to move the graph up here a little bit, and yeah, I've got everything set up the way I want it now. I like this larger text. It's a lot easier for an old guy like me to read. Let's go into the control menu here. And yeah, shoot, I want to turn flight assistance on, so we're going to go into bypass. Radar map, yeah, everything, all the return to home settings and everything's okay. It's not asking for any calibrations, so we're good to go there. But let's look in control here, and I believe, yeah, display zoom. So if you look about the right underneath units there, display zoom, we can click standard or larger. So let me go back and click standard. Outside, so even in the menu here, it reduced the size of the text. So we click larger text. Okay, so there we are in larger text. Let's click on standard, and let's get out of there. And you can see the standard size of the text. And let's go back and let's click it to larger text. And there you can see the difference. I'm going to leave it on larger text. It's telling me account not logged in because I haven't. If you haven't flown your drone, it's either 30 or 60 days. It'll log you out and want you to log back into your account. So I better do that. Okay, we were able to get logged in there, and so let's go back to the main page here, and yeah, it's telling me new firmware is available for the drone. I am not going to do that right now. But again, the before you fly, it tells me I'm in a warning zone. Let's click on that and see what it says. And it's showing me in, let's see, check local regulations before you fly. We're going to click next. For specific requirements, we're going to click next. Create spots, okay. But this map is, it's showing a map of Beijing. So I don't know, honestly, what that does for us. But it does show me, it says Ada, which is Ada County, I believe. So yeah, I'm honestly not seeing the value of that too much right now, showing us a map of Beijing. But well, now it's firing back up again here. Yeah, map of Beijing again. So I don't know. Okay, I'm going to click on Go Fly, and look at that. We're back with our drone. So let's go ahead and start recording. We're shooting in 4K 30, and let's go ahead and do an automated takeoff on the app. Yeah, and it's giving us the altitude zone nearby. We're going to click OK, maybe. Yeah, it's not wanting to get that off the screen. Home point updated. Yeah, so it automatically disables our Wi-Fi. I forgot about that on the Mini 3. Once we take off, it disables Wi-Fi. Let me flip it around here where you can see where I'm at. I am sitting at a picnic table. And boy, the wind just came up, and man, it is cold here, folks. So we're gonna get to flying here. I just want to fly it around here a little bit and show you a few things. So reverse and up now, reverse and up, and I'm going up pretty hard because I had some trees behind me. And let's stop right there. Let me drop that camera down, get more of the rule of thirds. And boy, a cloud came over, and it got significantly colder, let me tell you. So let me back up here, and we'll look around here a little bit. So you guys, anybody that follows my channel is pretty familiar with Julias Kleiner Park here. But what I wanted to show you is all the ice that's on the ponds here. They're definitely iced over, and let me tell you what, yours truly is feeling iced over right now too. The wind just came up, and what it does is it makes your eyes water, so everything gets a little bit blurry. But yeah, here's the ice, and of course you got, I think because of the grass here and so forth, you've got year-round waterfowl that just stay here year-round. Yeah, it's plenty cold. I'm starting to shiver here a little bit. Okay, and here is the, I guess you'd call this the south pond. It's the smaller pond. We can kind of look down a little bit. Get down. Drop some altitude here so you can see it. What we don't want to do is harass any waterfowl, so we're going to stay high enough that we don't do that, but you can see them all there. And yeah, here's one of the famous sculptures out here at the park. They're always handy to do rotations around. That's the kind of the cool thing that I like about this park, is there's always something interesting to look at. You can see, of course, middle of winter here. This is January 26th today, so we had a lot of snow, and in fact had a lot of snowfall in January, but it has warmed up enough that it is mostly melted off. And that's me doing a kind of a manual orbit, and as cold as it is, I'd say that's pretty darn good. Let's pick the camera back up here a little bit. Let's head this way. Yeah, this is going to be a short flight, folks. I got to tell you, it's man. As soon as that wind came up, boy, oh boy, I really started to shiver. So I thought what I'd do is take a look over here, go straight across, and take a look and see if there's anybody in the ice skating rink over at the Village at Meridian. So this is the movie theater right here, and right on the other side of that, you guys have seen this before, is the dancing fountains. And then right there is that is the ice skating rink, but I don't see anybody on there. It's definitely cold enough. So yeah, it looks like they took really most of the Christmas decorations and all that's already gone, which is good, right? We're past that season. Let's go across here, and of course, what flight over the village here would we do without checking out the In-N-Out Burger and seeing, oh boy, the wind just stopped, and man, that really makes a difference in how warm it is. Feels a lot better once the wind kind of stopped there. So this looks like it's not too bad, isn't it? There's a line of cars for the drive-through. But let's move a little closer, get down a little more, and let's zoom in a little bit and see if we can zoom in. And this is just, of course, an optical zoom on this. In other words, it's cropping in on the sensor. And yeah, there's a line of people outside waiting to get in to place their order, even on the walk-up line. I can tell you that I was there 2 days ago, my first time at the In-N-Out Burger in Meridian, and I parked, I'm going to just kind of center on it here, right where that white car is parked right there, that white SUV. I was able to park right there, and I was able to walk right in, place an order. I was in and out in, oh gosh, less than 15 minutes, I'm sure, by the time I ordered my food and got it. So let's go ahead and zoom back out. And I'm telling you, I've had enough. It is cold, and I haven't got enough I'm not bundled up enough to to handle the cold that we got right now. So I'm going to hit return to home here. We're going to do an auto return to home on the app. And here it comes. And we're already above the return to home height that I had set. I think I had it set at 35 meters, so it's going to stay at that 37. This does not have the optimized return to home, well, or it does not have the augmented reality return to home that we see on the Mini 4 Pro. But I'm glad I got this drone out. I haven't flown it for a while, so it was time to get it out, and it was a way to show you guys that new update. Let's see how it does. I don't know if I get a good enough look at the landing pad for precision landing, but we'll see what it does here. Drop that camera down as we come back. Yeah, it was when the sun was out, it was a lot more pleasant sitting here at this picnic table. I'm telling you, the clouds kind of came over, and boy, it drops the temperature fast. So that's me dropping the camera straight down, and the drone is moving forward. It's going to be pretty close. Look at that. It's not going to be too far off. So we'll see what it does. We'll see if it finds that landing pad as it comes down. And then once it lands, we're going to try out, I don't think, I'm going to do a manual landing here because it was going to land in the grass, which probably wouldn't hurt it. It's not that long, but I just thought, well, let's just get it on the pad here. There we go. Straight down on the stick. Whoop. I messed that up, didn't I? I'm telling you, my fingers are cold, folks. Okay, let's go a little bit further forward. A little bit over. Keeps the wind. I think the wind is blowing it off here. Yeah, the wind is blowing it around. So, okay, straight down. There, we got it on the pad. That's what we wanted to do. We didn't use a lot of battery. I'm going to stop recording. Okay, what I want to do now is I want to try out that quick transfer. If I can get back to the main screen. There we go. Let's do quick transfer. And yeah, so it's just basically I wondered if it would transfer the full resolution files to the DJI RC, but that's not. They're just telling you how to do it with the Fly app on your phone. So that's just instructions is all that is. And then, when we looked up here at the top, and you click on that little book up there at the top, and yeah, we don't have a network connection because it shut it off when we took off, but it's just going to give you tutorials, etc. I guess that's about all I wanted to show you today. We got to take a look at how to install the new version of the app. In fact, there's one more thing I want to look at. I meant to do this earlier. We're going to go onto the About page, and we're going to see the app version is 1.12.8, and is that the same as what we had? The app version is the same as what we saw on iOS, 1.12.8, and the RC firmware, as we saw earlier, is 01.03.1200. Okay, I guess that's about all I have to show you today. And I'm freezing, so I want to get all this stuff shut off and put away. This is Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out. And if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. Most of all, I appreciate you taking the time to look at this video. And of course, we'll see you on the next one. Bye now.